Hello there, dear viewers. Welcome back to another inspiring content of decor ideas. Get ready for an exciting woodworking and decor project that will transform your space. Today, we will show you a collection of no-screws woodcraft joinery idea for redefining modern woodworking. So, watch the video until the end to see these beautiful ideas and get inspiration. The art of no-screws wooden joinery represents one of the most profound and poetic expressions of woodworking, a practice that speaks not only to technical skill, but also to the deeper human needs for connection, meaning, and expression. In a world increasingly dominated by disposable goods and quick fixes, joinery that relies solely on the natural interlocking of wood offers a return to authenticity, a reawakening of craftsmanship rooted in patience, mindfulness, and respect for material. This ancient approach, which requires no metal fasteners, glue, or artificial support, embodies the philosophy that strength and beauty come from harmony, not force. It is more than a method of construction. It is a form of dialogue between maker and material, a quiet collaboration where wood, through its grain and structure, reveals how it wants to fit, align, and endure. For many modern craftsmen and creators, the allure of no-screws joinery is not just technical, but spiritual, an invitation to slow down, to connect deeply with the essence of craft, and to rediscover the wealth that comes from creating something enduring and meaningful with one's own hands. To master the art of wooden joinery without screws is to enter a conversation that has existed for centuries, carried forward by generations of artisans who valued integrity of structure as much as beauty of form. Each joint, whether a dovetail, mortise and tenon, or finger lock, becomes a reflection of precision, patience, and intentionality. This form of construction forces the craftsman to understand wood intimately, its fibers, movement, and temperament, for the material itself dictates what is possible. Rather than relying on external reinforcements like screws or nails, the craftsman learns to trust the wood's natural properties to achieve strength and balance. This reliance on pure technique and understanding transforms the act of making into a meditative experience, a practice that connects the modern maker with ancient traditions. In that connection lies meaning, a reminder that true craftsmanship transcends time and trends, offering both creator and observer a sense of continuity with nature and history. Beyond its technical mastery, no-screws joinery resonates because it aligns perfectly with today's yearning for sustainability. Each joint designed and executed by hand represents a choice to move away from mass production, from materials that rely on industrial processes and chemical treatments, towards something purer and more enduring. By eliminating the use of metal fasteners or adhesives, the maker reduces waste, avoids toxins, and embraces a circular relationship with natural resources. When the life of the piece eventually ends, it can return to the earth without harm, a complete, sustainable cycle that mirrors the natural world's own rhythm of growth and decay. This alone gives joinery without screws an environmental and ethical dimension that appeals to modern woodworkers and buyers alike. In an age of ecological urgency, sustainability is no longer a trend but a necessity, and this timeless method stands as both a metaphor and a practical solution. It teaches us that true strength comes not from what we add, but from how we align with nature's inherent design. At the same time, the no-screws joinery project embodies beauty in its truest form, simplicity refined through purpose. There is an elegance in the way one piece of wood locks into another, perfectly aligned without any visible means of attachment, creating a seamless flow of line and form. Each joint tells a story of craftsmanship and intelligence, of effort hidden beneath an appearance of effortlessness. Dear viewers, are you enjoying today's video? If you love decor and crafting, we post furniture, decor, and craft ideas videos on a daily basis. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing to never miss these inspirational furniture, decor, and craft ideas. Smash the notification bell so that you will be notified when we upload new videos. Also, don't forget to like and share this video, as your likes and shares enable us grow our channel and give you more content in return. Unlike furniture held together by screws or bolts, these pieces possess a quiet integrity. Their beauty is structural, not superficial. The more one studies them, The more they reveal small details of grain alignment, subtle contrasts of light and shadow, the precise fit that allows no room for error. This purity of design appeals to modern sensibilities, where minimalism and authenticity reign. It also inspires emotional connection because the beauty here is not only aesthetic, but symbolic, a reminder that harmony, precision, and patience can yield something stronger and more enduring than speed or excess ever could. On a personal level, engaging in No-Screws joinery fulfills the innate human desire for expression and connection. Working wood by hand without the interference of metal fasteners demands presence. Every cut, fit, and movement must be intentional, guided by instinct and experience. For many, this process becomes a form of mindfulness, a way to slow down and find peace in the rhythm of creation. The tactile pleasure of fitting wood to wood, the sound of a mallet tapping a joint into place, the sight of two surfaces meeting perfectly, these sensory experiences connect the maker not only to the craft, but to themselves. In a fast-paced, digital world where most creative experiences happen on screens, No-Screws Woodworking offers something deeply grounding, a physical, emotional, and even spiritual engagement with natural material. Each finished piece becomes an extension of the maker's own sense of purpose and presence, carrying forward their time, care, and identity in a form that will outlast them. The financial and entrepreneurial dimension of this craft is equally significant, proving that the pursuit of authenticity can also lead to genuine prosperity. As modern consumers increasingly value sustainability, quality, and craftsmanship, the market for handmade, screw-free wooden pieces is expanding. Buyers are drawn to the narrative that these are not mass-produced items, but living works of art shaped by skill, patience, and ecological integrity. In this way, No-Screws joinery projects become both artistic expression and business opportunity. They stand at the intersection of tradition and innovation, appealing to those seeking meaningful alternatives to disposable culture. Makers who master this art can transform their passion into profit without compromising values, creating a sustainable livelihood rooted in beauty and integrity. Each joint built without screws becomes not only a technical triumph, but also a statement of value, proof that true wealth comes from alignment between purpose, practice, and profit. Moreover, this form of woodworking fosters community, a connection between people who share values of craftsmanship, sustainability, and respect for nature. Workshops, local markets, and online forums dedicated to hand tool woodworking and joinery are flourishing as more individuals seek to reconnect with authentic making. The exchange of knowledge and inspiration creates a living ecosystem of creativity, where each new project builds upon the collective wisdom of others. In this shared pursuit, woodworking transcends being merely a skill. It becomes a culture of mindfulness and mastery that nurtures both maker and audience. This sense of belonging inspires people to start even if they lack experience, because they realize that the journey itself, learning to feel the wood, to shape and fit it by hand, is just as meaningful as the finished result. Ultimately, No-Screws Wooden Joinery speaks to something timeless in the human spirit. It represents the pursuit of wholeness, a harmony between material, maker, and purpose. It challenges modern assumptions that efficiency must mean artificiality or that innovation requires abandoning tradition. Instead, it demonstrates that progress can come from rediscovery, from refining ancient wisdom to meet modern needs. The sustainability of joinery, the beauty of its seamless structure, the mindfulness of its process, and the wealth it creates all flow from one principle: integrity. Integrity in craft, in material, and in meaning. As more people turn toward No-Screws woodworking, they find themselves not just building furniture, but rebuilding their relationship with creation itself. Each joint formed without metal or glue becomes a symbol of unity between human hands and the natural world, between purpose and practice, between tradition and modernity. The finished piece is not just an object of beauty, but a living philosophy: strength through connection, wealth through meaning, sustainability through simplicity. This is why No-Screws Wooden Joinery is more than a technique. It is a way of thinking, a way of living, and a way of crafting beauty in alignment with the deepest values of humanity. It transforms woodworking into a path of art, mindfulness, and prosperity, a timeless reminder that when we work in harmony with nature, we create not just furniture, but legacies that endure. Well, dear viewers, there you have them. Our hand-picked no-screws woodcraft joinery idea for redefining modern woodworking. Which ones did you like? What did you like about them? Share us your thoughts in the comments section. If you do, please consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already, and also smash that notification bell so that you will be the first one to be notified when we upload new videos. It takes a lot of time and effort to make these videos. Your subscriptions, likes, and shares are what inspire us to create more content. Therefore, please consider subscribing to our channel if you haven't already. And finally, thank you for watching until the end. We look forward to seeing you in our next video. Until then, stay safe and stay blessed.